Florian Wirtz's big money move to Liverpool was supposed to light up Anfield, but instead, his start has been far from convincing. Fans are already questioning his role, pundits are debating his best position, and now things have taken another twist, with reports of a private backroom meeting between Wirtz and Arne Slot. Not only that, we will also go over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Alexander Isak played the most minutes in a match for Liverpool so far at Crystal Palace, and Arne Slot has explained why the striker was pushed for longer. In the build-up to the trip to Selhurst Park, Slot had been vocal about his number 9 not being ready for 90 minutes, but that intensity would dictate how long he stayed on the pitch. At Palace, he played 84 minutes in his first league start for the Reds before being replaced by Rio Ngumoha as Liverpool went in search of a goal that quickly proved to be a consolation. Isak's third start in 4 games finished with 19 touches, 3 shots and 2 big chances missed. But Slot liked what he saw from a player who is still rediscovering his match fitness. Explaining the decision to give Isak 84 minutes, his most since the 58 minutes on debut, Slot told reporters, "That had a lot to do with the low intensity of the game. If you face a low block, 10 players in and around their own 18-yard box, when they have to do build-up, the goalkeeper takes a little bit of time before he kicks it long, then there's hardly any intensity in the game. So in a more open game where both teams want to press high and want to do build-up, and you have to run a lot as a number 9 to press the other team, then you might not play him for 84. But in a game like this, which was low tempo, I think I can say that, with some bursts of counter-attacks from them, then your number 9 is mainly not so involved. He was close to a goal. He was very honest to stay on his feet. He got a little bit of a shirt pull, and that's why he was unbalanced when he had to shoot, and that maybe was just enough. A smart little push to get him unbalanced. But he came closer and closer to a goal, but in the end, he didn't score. Quite a good performance from him. Liverpool are understandably easing the Swede into his game time, and there will be no shortage of patience when it comes to him settling into the side. With Hugo Ekitike back from suspension for Tuesday's trip to Galatasaray though, it would not be surprising to see Slot turn to Isak off the bench before having a big decision to make against Chelsea on the weekend. Now, Florian Wirtz's arrival at Liverpool this summer was supposed to transform the midfield. A £116 million superstar signing from Bayer Leverkusen, the excitement was through the roof. Fans thought we were getting instant creativity, goals, and a player to dominate games from day one. But the reality, his start has been bumpy, and it sparked a lot of debate among supporters and pundits alike. Now, we all know Wirtz has the talent. At 22, he's already proven himself in Germany. Silky on the ball, vision to unlock defences, and an instinct for goal. But since he's come to Anfield, things haven't clicked quite the way people expected. He's been asked to play roles that don't really suit him, like that floating position against Palace, which left him completely lost in the first half. Only when he was shifted back into his natural number 10 role after the break did we see flashes of the real Wirtz, linking play, finding pockets of space, nearly scoring. That's the Wirtz Liverpool paid big money for. What added fuel to the fire is how he's been handled. Remember the Merseyside derby earlier this month? Wirtz was benched in the 2-1 win over Everton, and that raised eyebrows. Later, in an interview with Sky Germany, Wirtz revealed he'd had a private chat with Arne Slot about it. Slot told him it was about managing his load, resting him after a Champions League start. Now fair enough, protecting players is part of modern football, but fans can't help but see it differently. We didn't spend £116 million on a player to have him sat on the bench in one of the biggest derbies of the season, and this is where the frustration builds. A few pundits have already said the same thing. Wirtz needs to be in his best position, and he needs to be trusted consistently. If you start moving him around or treating him like a rotation piece, it risks killing his rhythm and confidence. He's not here to ease in, he's here to be the difference maker. The supporters are starting to grow restless. They want to see their record signing driving the team forward, not being experimented with or rested when it matters most. And honestly, can you blame them? For that kind of money, you expect to see Wirtz bossing games every single week. The truth is, Wirtz is too good a player to flop at Liverpool, but he needs to be backed. Give him the number 10 role. Let him create, let him dictate, because we've seen it already. When he's in the right spot, he makes things happen. The manager has to stop overcomplicating it. This lad just needs confidence, rhythm, and the freedom to play his natural game. Otherwise, those early doubts are only going to get louder. In other news, Arne Slot has no concerns over Rio Ngumoha getting ahead of himself after signing his first professional contract with Liverpool, as he is in the right environment for him. The news of Ngumoha's first professional contract, which he had only been eligible to sign after his 17th birthday at the end of August, was confirmed on Thursday. It means the winger is tied to Liverpool until 2028, with the rules around such deals stipulating a maximum commitment of 3 years. While there will almost certainly already be an agreement in place for his next contract, which he can sign when he turns 18, Ngumoha will still be required to fight for minutes under Slot. The good thing is, if you are a youngster playing at Liverpool, there are players you are playing with who are still better than you are, the head coach told reporters on Friday. That, I think, helps them to stay grounded and to know there are still steps to make than if you are playing at maybe a club of a lower level. If you are as good as Rio, then you would maybe belong straight away to the best players of the team, and that can lead to maybe a situation where he's not as grounded as he should be. Here, that's not a problem at all. First of all, because of who he is. He's a player who constantly wants to improve. But if you train and play with other wingers like Cody Gakpo, Mo Salah, and Federico Chiesa, all the others, then I think he feels there is still a step to make. First of all, to get to their level. Then, if he is at their level, then it's about being as consistent as these players are. That is the most difficult thing. Becoming really good is something a lot of players maybe can do, but becoming consistently really good is why the top players stand out. In the likes of Salah, Gakpo and Chiesa, Ngumoha has not only the perfect role models in terms of their wide play, but also their application off the pitch. The work rate Chiesa showed for the entire 90 minutes of Tuesday's 2-1 win over Southampton, which saw him play in a variety of roles across the forward line, is a prime example of what is required off the ball. Meanwhile, Salah is widely acknowledged to set the standard in terms of his work away from games, including his diet and training regime. And Ngumoha will already be aware of this, but knowing that he is battling for game time with world-class players should make clear that there is a long way to go. Fortunately for Slot and Liverpool, their number 73 is already showing signs of becoming an outstanding winger and can be relied upon as a first-team option. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.